It probably has.
Well, a good morning here for Cougar baseball, as it'll be the South Viney's Cougars taking on the Romulus Eagles. Matt Scher here with you. Bringing you an audio feed on YouTube, and Jack Powell will lead it off. It's Powell, Harrigan, Aloisio, Porter, Mifsud, Max Denny, Royce Rosinski, Ryan Scavars, and Jake Heffernan with Max Denny on the mound. And here's the first pitch on the way from Darius Ellington. Hits him with the pitch, and Powell leads it off. That'll be a leadoff base runner here for Hayden Harrigan. Darius Ellington logged the most innings pitched for this Romulus team, and it'll be Harrigan now to stand in. He's starting behind the dish for the Cougars today. The Cougars with an impressive walk-off win against the Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard Fighting Irish this past Tuesday to end up in today's game as that one's inside for a ball, 1-0. Hayden, the leading hitter for this team, Harrigan. He's hitting around 340 on the season. That one's right down the heart of the plate for a strike, 1-1. The early game, and then the Cougars would have win, they'd be playing in the championship today. Thrown on to second, not going to be in time as Hollow gets the stolen base and is up to second base. He's in scoring position. That pitch missed, so it's 2-1 to Hayden Harrigan. Matt Scher here with you on the Cougar Sports Network. 2-1 is upstairs. That moves it to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to the Cougar two-hole hitter, Anthony Aloisio. The first baseman on deck, and that's ball 4, and back-to-back free passes for the Cougars. Puts first and second with nobody out, and the sophomore Aloisio will step in. Playing first base today, has been playing DH also for the Cougars. Darius Ellington back-to-back walks. He has walked 34 and 37 innings pitched. That one's upstairs. A hit by pitch and a walk, and a 1-0 count here. Aloisio got some action last year as a freshman on this team. On his second year as a varsity player.
Drive through, boys. Come on, Anthony.
Aloisio stands in. A 1-0 count here. And Paulos look back to second base as Ellington steps off. Darius Ellington, a senior for this team, has struck out 57 and 37 and a third innings pitched this year. This one is hit in the air to center. Backtracking is the center fielder Patterson, and he makes the grab, and that's the first down of the ball game. 1 down, and that brings up Bobby Porter, the fourth. He'll be hitting fourth today. Is that shortstop for the Cougars? Ellington peers in to the side. From his backstop, Walton. That first pitch is in there for a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Porter standing in. Hit by pitch, a walk. First and second now, and that one is grounded through the left side. And rounding third, they're going to hold him, and that's going to put bases loaded. It's a single through that left side for Bobby Porter. And that brings up Donnie Mipsa.
Here we go, Donnie. See you, kid. Come on, Don.
Here. Good on!
That first one misses for a ball 1-0. Bases loaded here for the Cougars.
Give me two. Come on, Donnie! Turn two.
And this one is hit in the air into right field. That's going to fall. 1 run will score. Rounding third and heading for home is Harrigan. He will score. And rounding third, and they're going to send another home. Then Porter will score. 3-0 Cougars in the top half of the first inning.
Attaboy. Shot pitch.
A base hit there, and it puts them on third base. And that will bring up Max Denny as the starter today, the left-hander standing in. In first pitch is up high for a ball 1-0.
Come on, kid. Come back low.
That one's in there for a strike, and it moves the count to 1-1 on Max Denny. And he'll be towing the rubber for the Cougars here in the bottom half of the first inning. One's in there for a strike, throw down to third. Not in time on the back pick. Is sliding back in safely. It's Donnie Mipsa. This one is popped up. Left side, and it will find the seats. The neighboring softball field to the left field side. The ballpark that baseball was. This one is tapped. Slow roller, third base side. Throw over to first is in time for the out. The delayed call there by the field umpire, and the out is not able to get the run across, and that will bring up Royce Warzinski.
Give me out.
Warzinski standing in here. 3-0 Cougar.
Come on, Roy. Here we go, Roy. Come on now.
Donnie Mipsa on third, 2 down in the inning. Warzinski standing in here. First pitch on the way from Ellington. He is up high for a ball in the inning. Seventh man to come to the plate here. It's Skavars on deck, and then Heffernan in the hole if we were to get there. And one's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Couple of clouds in the area, but other than that, a beautiful day for baseball. Supposed to get around 80 degrees in the afternoon. That one's low, and it's 2-1.
I'm not kidding. My bucket.
Warzinski stands in, and that one almost hits him. He gets out of the way. Now to move the count up now to 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Cougars lead 3-0 here in the top of the first inning. The 3-1 on the way. He is upstairs for ball 4, and the inning will continue. Now runners on the corners, and that'll bring up Ryan Skavars. Runners on the corners, Royce Warzinski at first and Mipsa at third. 2 down for Skavars. 3-0 lead as 3 runs have come in on that triple by Donnie Mipsa. That one misses for a ball 1-0. Ellington comes set. 1-0. That one misses outside, and it's 2-0 now on Ryan Skavars. On the Cougar Sports Network, bringing you South Line East Baseball as they take on the Romulus Eagles. 2-0 inside, hit right back to the mound off of the glove, but he regains it. Is Ellington low throw over to first, but he got him. And with that, the side is retired, but not before 3 runs come to the plate. 3-0 Cougars lead it. We head to the bottom of the first inning on the Cougars Sports Network. This is your home for South Line East Baseball. Home half of inning number 1, and it's Max Connie who tells the rubber, and he'll be taking on Scott Stevens, who's leading it off here for the Eagles. Stevens in left field, leading off, and he's followed by Akins. First pitch outside for a ball 1-0. Then he helped out the Cougars on the offensive side of things when he was able to deliver a walk-off double against Hanover. Gabriel was sharp back on Tuesday. That's a fastball right down the heart of the plate, in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. On the way. Just below the knees. Good spot there, but just missed as it's 2-1 now. Stevens standing in. The right-hander. 2-1 on the way. Elevated fastball is fouled back out of play. That'll find the seats, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Scott Stevens, or Spencer Stevens.
So is your husband listening? That's very cool. Good job.
Pitch on the way. It's fouled back into the screen, and he stays alive. Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Driving that cart around. Okay, sir. Head coach, watch for Chan. We're down balls already. The next that cart running around.
This time's called. Got a shortage of baseballs here at the ballpark. The time will resume here, and here's the offering on the way from Denny. Breaking ball is grounded foul down the third base sign, and he stays alive once more. Count stays at 2-2, and the next pitch will be the 7th of this lengthy battle.
All right, I'll find you some more.
Spencer Stevens battling. Max Denny. Denny into the one-up, the 2-2 once more. Fastball just misses outside. Denny wanted it, but it's just a bit high and outside. Not to Stevens' liking, and the count fills at 3 balls and 2 strikes. A 3-2 on the one. This one is flared down the right side and out of play, foul. Three balls, two strikes, and 3 foul balls on top of it. So running out of baseballs here early. The neighboring field is South Lyon softball team right now taking on Romulus High School as well, and it's 0-0 in the second inning. No score over there. Keeps you posted on that one as well. Deshaun Atkins on deck as a foul ball from that neighboring softball field finds its way into the confines of this ballpark, and time is called briefly. Now it's still at 3-2 on Spencer Stevens. Breaking ball is grounded to third. Swarzynski across the diamond. And a pick over at first base by Aloisio, and he's out. 5-3 put out, and that lengthy battle ends in the first down of the ball game, and that'll bring up Deshaun Atkins. Atkins will stand in here. The junior utility player throws and hits both from the right side. It's second base today. And another foul ball halts play momentarily. They remove it, and we'll get back to play here. 1 down in the inning. First pitch on the way from Denny, a swing and a miss. Took something off of that, and it's 0-1. And another foul ball from that softball field finds its way onto the ball field here. 0-1. The 0-1 on the way from Denny. Fastball misses low and outside, 1-1. One on the way. Fastball upstairs, and that moves it to 2-1.
Hey, come on, Max. You got to pound the zone, kid.
Denny peers in for the sign, the windup, and the 1-1 is on the outside corner at the knees, and it evens up the count at 2-2. Two on the way from Denny. Upstairs and back-to-back full counts, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitcher Darius Ellington on deck. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him on the outer half. 2 up, 2 down. And Denny's first man, he's sent down by way of the K. That'll bring up Darius Ellington. And he's hitting .558 on the season, in addition to 3 home runs this year. Scored over 20 runs as well. So the first one misses for a ball, 1-0. So that one misses, and quickly 2-0 now on Ellington. Denny having a bit of trouble with location, but has been efficient so far in getting the first 2 men out. This one is grounded to third. Swarzynski deep in the hole over to first, and he got him by a step. And with that, the sign is retired. A 1-2-3 inning for Max Denny. At the end of 1, the Cougars lead at 3-0 here on the Cougar Sports Network. And the NHSAA Semifinal District action. This is your home for Cougar Baseball on the Cougar Sports Network. Top of the second inning, it'll be Heffernan to lead it off. It's 9-1-2 Heffernan, Paulo, and Harrigan. And the first pitch misses for a ball 1-0. One in the dirt from Ellington. Second one, a little elevated, misses as well, and it's 2-0 now on Jake Heffernan. This one's a swing and a miss. 2-1. This one is hit in the air to left field. That'll fall in for a base hit and a leadoff single for Jake Heffernan. That'll bring up Jack Paulo, who was hit by a pitch, came around to score on the Mid-Sun triple.
Here we go, Jack. Come on now.
Well, Paulo standing in here. He's not an official at bat today. You're looking for one here against Ellington. As that one misses for a ball 1-0. Paulo was hit on the first pitch he saw. First pitch of the ball game that was. And that would lead into that three-run inning for the Cougars. This is a breaking ball outside off of the glove. That'll go as a pass ball, and scooting up to second base, 90 feet is Jake Heffernan. 2-0 runner on second here for the Cougars, and a prime opportunity for an RBI for Jack Paulo. Pitch on the way. Fastball at the top of the zone, 2-1. It's taken all away on that fastball. Beautiful day for baseball nonetheless down in Romulus, Michigan at Romulus Summit Academy. Host team, and they'll be taking on Kenton Preparatory High School after this one concludes, as that one's upstairs, and now 3-1 on Darius Ellington. From Darius Ellington to Jack Paulo. Good hitters count here, 3-1 on the way, and this fastball is flied to the right side, back out of play. That'll find the seats and fills the count out with 3-2. Paulo standing in, 3-2 the count. Darius Ellington peers in for the sign. He comes in. Offering on the way, breaking ball upstairs, and Paulo walked. So a hit by pitch and a walk to Jack Paulo. He's still without an official at bat, but help the team out any way you can, and he's getting on base as the leadoff hitter. That'll bring up Hayden Harrigan, who walked after Paulo was hit by the pitch. Paulo ended up stealing second base, and Harrigan was walked to set up runners at first and second. Ranthony Aloisio. That fastball is upstairs. Bunt attempt was pulled back, and both runners will move up on the pass ball to now second and third, and a prime opportunity for some RBIs here for Hayden Harrigan. Matt Scher here with you on the Cougar Sports Network, bringing you MHSAA District Semifinal action. That one's upstairs, and it's now 2-0. You can visit MHSAA's website, MHSAA. As that one's flied in the air to right field, camping under it. A bit of trouble out there, and making the grab in right. Tagging, and the throw will not be in time as Heffernan tags and scores. Sacrifice fly RBI to right for Harrigan. And he gets the job done. One down in the inning, and both runners tagged and moved up. Heffernan scored on the sac fly. 4-0 Cougars here in the top of the second inning. And that'll bring up Anthony Aloisio, who saw 1-0 pitch and flied it to medium depth in center field. We'll look for his first hit today. Base hit could bring Paulo in and make this a 5-0 ball game. That one's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Anthony Aloisio. One on the way from Ellington. That one's on the inside corner with the breaking ball. Aloisio didn't like it, but it's going to bring the count to 0-2 against the sophomore. Ellington, it's been more of the free passes that have hurt him more than anything, as this one's fouled back to the screen. Now Aloisio barely getting a piece of that. Will barely keep his life alive at home plate. On deck is Bobby Porter, the fourth. He reached on an error at third last time.
Come on, Anthony. Let's go, boys.
Offering on the way. And checking and keeping it from going. That's 1-2. She did not go around on that. Now time's called is the catcher Walton will go out and talk with Ellington. Try to calm down the right-hander.
Kenny, where'd you park?
You want to go way over there in the small lot.
All right, this whole thing.
And Walton will return back to the spot 60 feet 6 inches away from the right-hander in Ellington. And Aloisio staying alive, 1-2 count. A beautiful day. As the late great George Kell used to say, bright sunshiny day here in Romulus, as that's a swing and a miss. And he's sent down by way of the King. There's 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Bobby Porter, the fourth. Reached on an error last time, came around to score the third of 3 runs in that first inning. On the Donnie Mifsud triple, as that one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Mifsud lurking on deck. If we were to get breaking ball wasn't enticing enough as it slid to the outside. A good block there by Walton to keep the runner of Apollo at bay at third base. Pitch on the way from Ellington is a ball in the dirt, and another good block by Walton as it moves the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way to Bobby Porter. Breaking ball, watch your lips. He has to duck out of the way of that one, and it runs the count full now at 3-2. Breaking ball that just didn't break out of the hand of Ellington. He calls time, and now he has to tend to his shoe. So he'll take time to tie that one. Breaking ball is fouled down the third base side, and Porter stays alive. The count of 3-2. Top of the second inning, early in this one. Winner of this one will go on to the district championship. That's a first pitch approximately at 3 o'clock p.m., depending on if games get on. And that's a breaking ball that handcuffed Bobby Porter, and he's sent down by way of the K. The second strikeout of this one for Ellington, and with that, the sign is retired, but not before the Cougars push across 1 run. We head to the home half of the second inning. The Cougars lead it by the score of 4-0. This is your home for South Line East Baseball. So it's Quentin Barrow to lead it off, and Peyton Walton to lead it off, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. A one on the way from Denny, and a swing and a miss by Walton, and he's 0-2.
Yeah,
The 0-2 on the way from Denny. Swing and a miss, and 3 pitches, as Joe Morgan likes to say. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 1 down. That'll bring up Quentin Barrow.
Yeah, we're Division 2, but we're down in Carrollton here. If we win.
Quentin Barrow standing in here. First pitch on the way to Barrow is fly down the right side, actually behind home plate, and that one's going to find the seats on a play. 0-1. The lineup here is the pitch on the way from Denny. Fastball is elevated on a play and back towards the school right behind home plate. That one left the confines of this one, and it's 0-2. 1 down in the inning. Have to keep your head on a swivel out here at Romulus Summit Academy. 0-2. And on the inside corner, strike 3 called in. Back-to-back strikeouts for Max Denny. That's now 3 of them in the ball game, and that'll bring up Terrell Hewley. The umpire over there going to grab some baseballs. A bit of a shortage to start out, as it's been a lot of baseballs fouled out of play here. Hewley standing in here. First pitch on the way, breaking ball, and he drops that one in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball that bounced right in front of that plate. Was able to bury it was Denny, and he had the right idea there, as it's right now 0-2. 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball upstairs, and Hewley has to watch out as he has to duck out of the way of that one. 1-2. And 2 on the way. Fastball on the outside corner, and Denny strikes out the side. That's 4 strikeouts in the game, and the side is retired at the end of 2 innings. The score, the Cougars lead it 4-0. We head to the top of the 3rd inning, and the Cougar Bats looking to keep their hot hitting alive against Erie Sellington. We're on the Cougar Sports Network. It's your home for South Line East baseball on the NHSAA. Donnie Mitz to start it off here in the top of the 3rd inning. And back in the 1st inning, he hit that 3-run triple into right field. Got past the right fielder, but on a hard hit ball. 1 for 1 with 3 RBIs in this one. Good day so far. First pitch is flying in the air to left, converging in left field, and that's going to fall in as Mifsud is able to take second base. What a smart play on the bases there. One error in left field allows Smithson to scoot up to second base, and that brings up Max Denny. Takes the first one for a strike. That one misses, runs the count out at 1-1. Coming set Ellington. 1-1 on the way. That's in the dirt. Skirts away from the catcher, Walton, but not far enough to let Mifsud advance another 90 feet, and it's 2-1. Denny's standing in. He grounded out to third back in the first inning. 2-1 on the way. That's outside, and 3-1 on Max Denny. Royce Rosinski on deck, who walked but was stranded at first base back in the first inning. This one is grounded to short. Short play over to first and got him. Was able to move the runner over on that 6-3 putout if you're scoring with us in your living room, and that's one down in the inning. So that brings up Royce Rosinski. Rosinski standing in, walk last time.
It was like walking.
Breaking ball at the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. Scavars on deck, and then Heffernan if we were to keep this inning going. Runner on third. RBI opportunity here as that one's a swing and a miss at the top of the zone. And quickly 0-2 on Swarzinski.
Wow.
Breaking ball upstairs and waste pitch up top, 1-2. 1-2 breaking ball. Misses low, and it's 2-2. Swarzinski, an RBI opportunity here to try to get Mifsud in from third. This is a fastball up and in, spins them out of there, and it runs the count out full at 3-2. Back-to-back 3-ball counts now for Darius Ellington as he peers into the sign. Here's the 3-2. This one is grounded sharply back towards the mound. Ellington over to first and keeps Mifsud at third base, and there's 2 down. Smart play there by the man on the bump and Darius Ellington. That'll bring up Scavars now with 2 outs. Runner on third trying to get that run home to make this a 5-0 game. Darius Ellington and the Eagles, however, have some other plans. Pitch on the way. This one's upstairs for a ball, 1-0. We're in the third inning. That one misses as well, and it's now 2-0. Balls, no strikes as Ellington works from the windup. The 2-0. Just misses outside, and now 3-0. 3 straight 3-ball counts for Ellington here. Trying to drive up the pitch count of the senior right-hander and the 3-0. As that fastball misses, low and outside on a 4-pitch walk, and that puts runners on the corners for Jake Heffernan with 2 outs. And now time is called as one will go out and discuss things with the right-hander. With Heffernan now, the 9-hitter, Paulo on deck. Possible here in the third inning. If the inning were to get extended to him, he'd come up for a third time, but he does not have an official at bat today. Has been hit by a pitch and has walked in this contest. First pitch on the way to Heffernan at the top of the zone for a strike. And moving up to second base is Scavars. That puts runners now in second and third.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess you missed there.
No, that's a soul made by the book. Yeah.
The first one misses to Heffernan 1-0. Second one is caught and missed, and it runs down now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike as they follows under the field of play. They have to clear it out quickly. That one misses and runs the count out at 2-1. South Line East softball team leading 5-0 now over in that contest against Romulus High School. That one's outside, and now that is 4 straight 3-ball counts for Ellington. He's now at 3-1. 2 down, and Heffernan at the dish. On the way, that one's on the outside corner, 3-2. Runners on second and third. A base hit here could bring in 2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Elevated the fastball, and the Cougars strand runners at second and third as no runs come across in that inning. The first scoreless inning for Ellington in this contest. As we head to the home half of inning number 3, the Cougars lead it 4-0. Here on the Cougars Sports Network, bringing you MHSAA baseball on the YouTube airwaves. Yeah. Back here as we enter the home half of inning number 3, and the first pitch is a strike to Juwan Patterson. 3 straight strikeouts in this contest. As Denny's retired the first 6 men he's faced, as that one's a ball, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way, ball in the dirt, and that's 2-1 now on Juwan Patterson. Dallas Young lurking on deck. That one misses, and it's now 3-1. Denny peering in for the sign from Harrigan. Pitch on the way is laced down the right side, and it's foul. 3-2 to start out this third inning. Denny into his windup, the pitch on the way. This one is grounded down the first base line, foul.
Get that, man. When they're spinning like that coming off. You ever seen that where it goes inside there and then just spins right into the freaking there. Don't get that.
And he stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looks like a softball from a neighboring field. Hitting a car as that one's grounded to third. Swarzinski over to first, and he caught him. Nice play by Swarzinski. He's made 3 plays. The only 3 balls hit on contact have gone to Swarzinski. Rest of the outs have been made by way of the K, and that will bring up Dallas Young. Pitch on the way from Danny is a bunt popped up, and that one will find the seats. 0-1. Cougars checking in at 10-19 on the season, 11-7 for the Romulus Eagles. That one's on the outside corner, 0-2 to Dallas Young. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, blocked by Harrigan. Didn't have to block it though, as nobody's on base, and it's 1-2. Wasn't enticing enough for Young to offer at it, and kind of 1 ball, 2 strikes. One down here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch on the way from Denny is a fastball, and it just misses on the outer half, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that is number 5 for Max Denny in this one. 2 up, 2 down in this contest, and that will bring up Jared Politti. Politti standing in here, the designated hitter. He's DHing for the right fielder, Zach Ward. So Cougars now lead it on that softball field, 7-0. Sam's outside, missing with it, 1-0. Pitch on the way is upstairs. Look out. He has to move out of the way, and that's now 2-0 on Politti. A 2-0. Fastball at the top of the zone, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 down here in the third inning. Denny's 2-1 on the way. Fastball down the heart of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He shut him down by way of the K. That is strikeout number 6 in the game for Denny. He has been lights out so far for the Cougars at the end of 3 innings. The Cougars lead it 4-0. And the Cougar bats looking to get going once more against Darius Ellington as he takes them out here for the Eagles. This is your home for Cougar baseball on the South Line East Sports Network as we're bringing you MHSAA baseball. Paulo leads it off here, top of the 4th inning. 4-0 Cougars lead, and that's a fastball in the attic, 1-0. Ellington, he shows a good arm here, just lacking in some command issues so far. That one's low, and it's now 2-0. He's efficient, averaging almost a strikeout and a half per game, or an inning, as that one's hit down the line, but foul on the left side, and it's 2-1. Paulo taking a hefty 2-0 hack on that fastball, offering out of the hand of Ellington. Cougars leading it right now 9-0. Looks like they just scored another one, 10-0 now over in the softball side of things. Fastball upstairs, missing with it, and it's now 3-1 on Paulo. He does not have an official at bat today. He has been hit by the pitch, the first pitch of the ball game, and then a walk in the second. Upstairs, missing with it, and for the third time today, he has been issued the free pass. 2 walks and a hit batter. And that'll bring up Hayden Harrigan with a leadoff base runner here. Harrigan does not have an official at bat. He did have a sacrifice fly RBI back in the second and walked back in the first. Ellington comes set, checks the runner, first pitch on the way. Bunt attempt down the third base line, but it will spin foul. 0-1. Matt Scher here with you on the Cougar Sports Network, bringing you MHSAA baseball. This one is flared down the left side. Foul. Now 0-2 on Hayden Harrigan. Down in a hole here. Bearing in for the sign is Ellington. Here's the 0-2. This one's grounded through the right side for a base hit. And Paulo advances up 90 feet to second base, and that puts runners at first and second with nobody out here in the fourth. That'll bring up Anthony Aloisio, the sophomore. He is 0 for 2 in this one, flying out to center field, and then was set down by way of the K. Ellington comes set. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. 0-1 to Aloisio, the Italian stallion, standing in. The 0-1 on the way to Aloisio. Breaking ball skirts away. Losing it is Walton momentarily. The short backstop helping him, however, just limiting the damage to runners on second and third. Down now at 1-1 on Aloisio. He digs in as Ellington peers in for the side. He's going to work from the windup now on the bump, 60 feet, 6 inches away. Aloisio taking calling time and getting it awarded as thought Ellington and Walton taking too long to come to a pitch consensus on a 1-1 offering. Here is the 1-1 now on the way. This one's grounded. Shortstop side and bobbled, and that's going to bring a run across. As Paulo comes home to score, and it's now 5-0 Cougars. That puts runners now first and second.
Come on, Bobby.
In a 5-0 contest. This brings up Bobby Porter the fourth. 5-0 Cougars lead it. Softball, the Cougars leading at 10-0. That one's inside, and it's 1-0. Ellington comes set. The 1-0. is grounded foul down the third base side. Just out of the reach of Ryan Hilton, who has to go retreat at the head coach in that third base coaching box for the Cougars. Second-year head coach, taking over for Ken Spracky after he was hired away to Northville High School. Breaking ball falls in for a strike. Throw down to third base and dropping the baseball. No call. He's safe at third base. A stolen base for Hayden Harrigan. And out. Cummings and Ellington. A 1-2. This one is Sky. In the air. Shortstop. Ranging over. And it's actually a second baseman who will take this one. And there's one down in the inning. That'll bring up Donnie Mifsud, who is 1 for 2. He has a 3 RBI triple to right field. And then reaching on an error, made it to third base, but was stranded there back in the third inning. The only scoreless inning so far is it's the first, second, and fourth innings that the Cougars have managed to get men across the plate. Ellington peers in, O'Cubs in. First pitch on the way. All in the dirt, blocked by Walton, and that will allow Aloisio to move up. And a day that has been magnificent so far for the senior second baseman with 3 RBIs, 2 more lurking, 90 and 180 feet respectively away from home plate as that's a breaking ball in the dirt. 2-0 to Mifsud. A steady diet of breaking balls being featured here by Ellington, 2 pitches into this at bat. And a fastball is tapped back to the mound. Over to first, and not going to allow the runners to score. 1-3 if you're scoring with us back home, and that's 2 straight outs for Ellington, and that'll bring up Max Denny, who has been magnificent on the bump. Ellington currently stands, trying to get something done here now at the plate. He's 0 for 2, looking for his first hit and to try to help out his own cause. Grounded out to third and to short. First offering on the way, breaking ball outside, missing with it, 1-0. This one is handled through the right side, base hit. 1 run will score, rounding third, and heading for home is Aloisio, a 2 RBI single for Denny, and just what the doctor ordered, helping out his own cause. And having himself a day as he puts one through the right side.
Number 9's a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
So as with the high school rules, a courtesy runner coming in, that'll be Ryan Pichalski. The junior, he'll take over the running duties at first base for the meantime to allow Denny to get the adequate rest on his feet. This one's grounded back up the middle for a base hit as Royce Warzinski gets in on the action. A base hit back up the middle, and that's runners now at first and second. And that'll bring up Ryan Scalars, the senior left fielder for the Cougars here. Score right now at 7-0 Cougars. South Line East currently winning by the score of 10-0 in softball as that's a breaking ball upstairs, 1-0. Two down in the inning. And a breaking ball that misses, and that's going to move the count out to 2-0 on Ryan Scalars. This one's popped down the right side and coming close to hitting the cars, as I believe it may have had some contact with one of the vehicles down on the right side. And it set off the alarm now that I can hear it, and a 2-0 cut ends up in a car alarm for Cougars as this one's grounded. Back up the middle for a base hit. Rounding third is Bishowski. The throw is offline, and he will score. Moving up to second and third are Swarzinski and Skavarson. RBI single back up the middle. 8-0. And that brings up Jake Heffernan. See, first pitch is cut on and missed. Second pitch outside with the breaking ball. That's going to move it to 1-1 on Jake Heffernan. 8-0 here. The Cougars leading at 11-0 on the softball field. A good day for South Line East Athletics so far. As that one's upstairs, and it's 2-1. Ellington fastball upstairs, missing with it, and that moves the count out to 3-1. 3-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Fastball was elevated, and it moves the count now to 3-2. Got him to climb the ladder, as they say, and a full count here to Heffernan. Back-to-back full counts he's faced. And a swing and a miss, and Heffernan is set down by way of the K. And with that, the side is retired, but not before. 4 runs come home for the Cougars, and the score now at 8-0. We head to the home half of the fourth inning. Cougars up big here on the Cougars Sports Network, your home for South Line East Baseball and the MHSAA District Semifinal. Nine up, 9 down for Max Denny as it's the top of the order. Spencer Stevens, and a good day at the ballpark for Cougar Athletics. 11-0 on the softball field, and it's 8-0 here for the baseball team.
But it's called, legacy official program.
Now we have a bit of a delay here. Looks like we're all ready to go here. And to remind you, District Semifinal, you can get all the action heading to the MHSAA website, getting all the scores as they come in. Also follow them on Twitter as well. So we thank you for listening in. So you make it possible for us to bring you Cougar baseball. That one's low for a ball 1-0. To Spencer Stevens, who grounded out to lead off this game back in the first inning. He grounded out to third. Denny's 1-0 on the way. That's a fastball way up high, and it's 2-0. A 2-0 on the way. Fastball is fouled back to the screen, and Stevens had a hefty cut of that 2-0 offering out of the hand of Max Denny.
Oh my God.
Bring in for the side. Here is Denny's 2-1. On the outside corner, and it's 2-2. Score now 12-0 Cougars in that fifth inning. Pitch on the way for Max Denny. This one is grounded to first base. Flip over to first, a tough play, and he got him at first base. And as a pitcher myself, I like to say PFP's pitcher fielding practice, love to see that. And that's a 3-1 putout to begin the fourth. That'll bring up Deshaun Akins, who was sent down by way of the K on a 3-2 pitch back in the first inning. On the way from Denny. Breaking ball skirts to the outside just beyond the reach of Harrigan, and it's 1-0.
Yeah.
13-0 now, Cougars over on the softball diamond. So that one's upstairs. They're going to say an appeal down to first base, and he went. So it's a 1-1 count. Pitch is upstairs, and that's going to make it now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Deshaun Akins. Denny peers in for the sign, and did he wind up the offering? Fastball outside, and now 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. 8-0 Cougars leading, and here's a 3-1. Low for a ball, and the first base runner today. First man to reach base is a walk for Deshaun Akins, and that'll bring up Darius Ellington now with a man on first with 1 down. Ellington standing in here. Big off attempt, and they count him in a rundown. Throw back to second. Now over to first. Running down, throw down, and a tag in the plant. Come out. We're going to have to ask an official ruling for what they're going to call that one. One to 3 to 6 to 3 to 4. We thank the boss man, Darren Powell, big DP for that one, as he's picked off, and there's 2 down in the inning. So first one misses for a ball, 1-0. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, 1-1 on Darius Ellington. So they erase the only man to get to base here. So in essence, 2 up, 2 down. Breaking ball just misses, 2-1. Denny's breaking ball has been on point today, to say the least. The 2-1 on the way. Fastball on the inner half, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the fourth inning. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Number 7 in the ballgame. And Denny continues to pitch on point today as he's able to go through 4 innings. And 4 innings of shutout baseball. It's 8-0. We head to the home half of the fourth inning for the Eagles. On the Cougar Sports Network, this is your home for South Line East Baseball. Top of the fifth inning. I know I said the home half of the fourth inning. It actually is the top half of the fifth inning for the ball game here, and it's Jack Paulo to lead it off. Paulo, he expressed during the senior night festivities he wanted to become a fire sergeant. He'll be attending Schoolcraft College to do so. Paulo will stand in here. And he has 2 walks and a hit. Has been hit by a pitch. The first pitch of this game is a new pitcher, Quentin Barrow, on the hill. This one is fouled back out of play. 0-1. So that one came close to hitting a car. 0-1 on Paulo. $15-0 the score over on the ballpark for softball team. Cougars leading the Romulus Eagles as that one's outside and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike on Jack Paulo. On the way, that's low and outside. Having to go with the backhand is Walton to receive that one, and it's 2-1. That one's low as well. Outside and low, same location, 3-1 on Jack Paulo. Pitch on the way, 3-1. This one is hammered in the air, but right at the center fielder, and Paulo making some solid contact and a hard hit ball right at center. A loud out number 1 in this one. Now we'll bring up Hayden Harrigan, who is 1 for 1 and is only official at bat with a single to right. That was back in the last inning in the fourth. He came around to score the second of 4 runs in that inning to bring us to the score where we are currently at 8-0 in the top of the fifth. As this one is hammered through the right side for a base hit. 2 for 2, Harrigan is. A 1-out base runner here for the Cougars, and that brings up the Italian stallion, Anthony Aloisio.
I got you, don't worry.
And then I was like, whatever.
Aloisio standing in here. He was 0 for 3, reached on an error back in the fourth, came around to score on that 2 RBI single by Max Denny, as that pitch was low for a ball 1-0.
Come on now, easy out.
Anthony Aloisio standing in. Quentin Barrow peering in for the sign, checking the runner. The offering on the way. Fastball upstairs, dropping it in a stolen base for Harrigan as he advances 90 feet now into scoring position. And the count now on Anthony Aloisio at 2-0. And the girls softball team, it's a final. They win 15-0 over the Romulus Eagles. And they'll be advancing.
Come on, Anthony. Let's go, kid. What's going on? Hey, let's go, kid. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, 1-6. Here we go. Come on, 1-6.
Coming steady, offering on the way. This one is grounded back up the middle for a base hit. Aloisio's first hit. Rounding third and heading for home is Harrigan. He will score, and an RBI single for Anthony Aloisio. It is 9-0 Cougars. Aloisio with the single back up the middle, and that brings up Bobby Porter to 4. It was 0 for 3 in this one. He's looking for his first hit. Low in the dirt, and Walton able to make the stop there as it's 1-0. Cougars trying to get to the championship game here with a win. May face the winner of the next game. That's presuming we still have a little bit of baseball left. 9-0 the score here in the 5th inning. This one is grounded to third, over to second for one, over to first, not in time. It'll be a fielder's choice. And instead, no, he's safe at second base. A failed fielder's choice. And that'll just go down as a failed fielder's choice as Porter advances. She gets the first base, and Aloisio at second. And that brings up Donnie Mifsud. Donnie Mifsud back in the first inning. He's now 1 for 3 in the ball game, a 3 RBI triple. So that one's inside. 1-0 to Donnie Mifsud. Will be attending Glen Oaks Community College, playing baseball for the Vikings next season after he graduates this spring. Pitch on the way is outside, and it's 2-0.
Hey, come on, hey, let's go. Come on, Donnie, face it. No, come on,
Pitch on the way, and Mifsud lifts one into center field. That'll fall for a base hit. Rounding third and ending for home is Aloisio. The throw, and he is saved. An RBI single. That is 4 RBIs for Donnie Mifsud. He advances to second on the throw. And have yourself a day, Donnie Mifsud. 10-0 Cougars. Runners on second and third here for Max Denny, trying to help out his cause once more. 10-0. The Cougars lead it here on the Cougars Sports Network, bringing you MHSA District Semifinal action. And time is called as one will head out and talk to Quentin Barrow. So we're here on the Cougars Sports Network. And a bright, sunshiny day, as the late great George Kell would used to say. Max Denny standing in, and he has been dominant on the bump today and also has himself a 2 RBI single back in the 4th. That one's at the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. He pitch on the way. On the inside corner for a strike, and Denny in a hole here, 0-2. One down in the inning, runners on second and third, and a chance to add to the RBI total. Max Denny with 2 RBIs in this game and trails his teammate Donnie Mifsud, who leads the way with 4 of the 10 runs driven in today. 1-2 the count on Max. Mifsud. Well, the starting temperature of today's ball game was about 65 degrees. It's been bumped up now. We're getting close to that 80 and break out the suntan lotion. The sun is shining bright today in Romulus as that's a ball 1-0. 11-0 Cougars lead at the Cougars softball team came up with a 15-0 win over Romulus, and the Cougar baseball team trying to pick up the win here today. Someone's in there for a strike, back pick down to third base, not in time, as it was just more of a I know you're down there throw. The 1-1. Low, Walden with the back hand on that pitch, and it's 2-1. Two and one on the way. High fastball is hit in the air, deep left center field, and the left fielder able to make the grab on that one. And with that, the side is retired, but not before three more runs come across the score. 11-0 the score we head to the home half of the fifth inning. Cougars need 3 outs to close this one out and move on to the game at 3 o'clock p.m. here on the Cougar Sports Network, your home for MHSAA District Semifinal action. Peyton Walton, Quentin Barrow, and Terrell Hewley stands in between Max Denny and getting the Cougars to the district championship. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Denny has been lights out today, and if you're looking at that game changer, you know what I mean. 0-1, grounded to short. Porter over to first base, and there's one down in the inning. 2 outs away is Denny. And that brings up Quentin Barrow.
Hey, come on, Max.
Max Denny, 2 outs away. First pitch on the way. In there for a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Denny peering in for the sign. Here is 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. Max Denny on the bump here, trying to deliver the Cougars to a district championship game. This one is hit in the air to left field, giving chase. The left fielder, Scavars, at the wall. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. One out away from this contest. In over, and it's up to Terrell Hewley. Breaking ball, and that one will skirt outside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to start off Hewley. This one's grounded foul, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Pitch on the way for Denny. That's a breaking ball. Watch your lips as he has to duck out of the way. 2-1, Terrell Hewley. Out away here from a district championship game appearance for the Cougars. This one is grounded. First base side, foul. 2-2.
It'll be over. It'll be over.
No, but I was like, this looks like
2-2 to Terrell Hewley. Danny tells the rubber. He peers into the sign from Harrigan. A 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and a no-hitter for Max Denny. He no-hits the Romulus Eagles, and a no-hitter for Max Denny. And he is congratulated by his teammates as he sends them to the district championship. What a pitching performance by Max Denny. And we will see you at 3 o'clock p.m. for the final against the upcoming game of Kenton Preparatory High School and the host of this tournament, Romulus Summit Academy. We will see you at 3 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, God bless.